just wanted to do a little sit down and chat because it's been a while. I've done a lot of vlogging here and there, but I haven't actually sat down and just spoken to a camera about life. My sister's in that room, so if you hear her, I'm sorry. Honestly, I don't even know where to begin talking about things. For reference, it's the 13th of April. I haven't filmed much the last few days because I've sort of given myself a bit of a weekend or a long weekend off. I think that's where I'm gonna start actually. My mum is a doctor and she is working crazy hours. She always does, but obviously amidst all this coronavirus, she has taken long hours to a whole new level. And we've had quite a number of discussions. One of the things we were talking about, which just was really amazing to me, was how despite all this awfulness going on, and despite the many hours she has to work, there are still so many things to be grateful for in and amongst this time. And again, I do not mean to take away from the people who have lost lives and loved ones, but I do think it's important to observe that in some way or another we are very lucky, and it's just something to remind ourselves about. That being said, I have seen some Twitter posts about how people feel guilty that they're not taking this time to appreciate stuff, and that's wrong too. Everyone is dealing with this in their own way, and everyone's way is going to be different. No one's going to have the same way of dealing with such a global scale event, I guess? I don't really know. And there are moments when you're not going to be grateful, but if you can find a few moments to be grateful, it's probably a good idea, I find, just for my mental health. Another thing we were talking about was we were watching something on TV, and in the middle of it there was an advert, and it was a whole bunch of people singing, I can't remember which musical song, but a song from a musical with people playing instruments and everything. And she was saying how, again, this is one of those things that's just so amazing to see how much humanity and unity has come from this, and the way people are still finding ways to create and make things happen despite all being locked up at home. And I said to her, you know, for a lot of people, they are cooped up at home, but they're cooped up at home with time, and they want to spend that time for good. And they create things like this, and they create opportunities for people. And it just makes me think, again, I'm not trying to guilt anyone because I'm not doing anything like that at the moment. But it just makes me think, what can we do? And I don't have an answer. And I'm not telling anyone to go out and do things because, like I said, at the moment, I'm not doing anything either. But it just made me think, because there are people out there who would be doing stuff if they could. I know people are learning languages or taking up new skills or continuing their YouTube, you know, but I'm almost annoyed at myself for not thinking of something that will have a larger impact on bringing the world to a better place. So if you have any ideas or any leads, please let me know down below. And I think I just want to say thank you, obviously, to my mum, but also to all the doctors and essential workers, not just doctors, because there's also people stocking the shelves or having to deal with customers, and anyone who's working right now, thank you. Because I am very aware so many people have been laid off and so many people aren't working. But those who are left to work are working quadruple the amount of time they usually would, I imagine. I don't know. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone, and let's create something. Bye!